What's up, ladies and gents? As promised, in today's video I'll be sharing the tips and methods that I use to turn my physical notes and documents into digital formats that I'm then able to use with my favorite apps. Obviously, as technology is advancing and we are becoming more green with our processes, there are still a few things that are not fully digitized. So if you have loads of papers lying around, they could be letters or certain old photos or receipts from the meetings you have with your clients, it might be time to actually digitize them and declutter your workspace a little bit. So these three apps and the methods that I use them for are in no way the only ones out there, but they are the ones that I've been using for a while now that I find quite effective for the job, and they work very well with the online tools I mentioned in my previous video. So let's get right into it. So the first one up is Adobe Scan. It's a free mobile app provided by Adobe, of course. And this one specifically you can use to really scan any sort of document. There isn't any limitation. I personally like using this one for scanning anything into PDFs that I then want to turn into text using the OCR technology that Adobe Acrobat comes with. So this is a great tool to use to take quick snaps of anything from letters that you get, any essay articles that you might receive from your teacher at university that you then want to turn into text and use bits of in your work, or maybe just taking a photo of your whiteboard and digitizing it and then actually copying and pasting it into your Miro boards. So the next one is somewhat a simple one. It's actually either Google Drive or OneDrive. You can use whichever one you use for your files and folders. But it's a perfect solution for scanning in letters and any files you actually want to not only digitize but store instantly in the cloud. So that really depends on whether you use Google Drive or OneDrive or any other provider like Dropbox, for example. So these are super useful and simple to use, and you can think of these as turning your phone's camera into a mobile scanner. Like I said, the good thing about this one is it instantly uploads it to the cloud, so you can easily manage your documents without having to export them and saving them somewhere else. So this one is a super useful tool. So last but not least, I guess this is somewhat a bonus one. So if you've got any old photos lying around or any of those instant camera photos that you actually want to digitize, this is a perfect solution for you. The good thing about PhotoScan is that the way that the photos are digitized is through combining a few shots. So there are 4 shots that you take of this photo that you want to scan in, and that removes any glare that you might have from light, and it does it instantly, automatically, so you don't actually have to do any editing. So this is a perfect solution. So I hope this video was useful, and if any of these apps that I have mentioned you actually haven't heard of or used before, I hope you actually give it a try and it might improve your workflow a little bit. Now, if there are any other apps that you use that I haven't mentioned, please leave a comment below and I will definitely check it out. And last of all, you may be wondering, is there any better way of automating your financials? For example, it would be so great if I could just simply snap a photo of my receipt, upload it to the cloud, and all the details will be pulled out from the receipt and I wouldn't have to do so much paperwork. Well, you, my friend, are in luck because there is actually a solution for this kind of problem. I will be making a separate video dedicated to this specific solution in the upcoming weeks, so please keep an eye out. I am actually deploying this solution across all my clients for my accounting business, and it's proving so useful for them to be able to scan receipts and different documents, and for me to also help me with actually doing the admin. Now, once again, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have, I would appreciate it if you could just leave a thumbs up, and I will see you next week in the next video. Peace and love.